Next, please welcome winner of Sound, the Zone of Interest, Tarn Willers and Johnnie Byrne. Number 169.
We're getting auctioned off.
169. I'll give you $20.
Place your bids.
Congratulations on your win.
Thank you so much.
Mark Williams from British Cinematographer. The sound category seemed unusual this year, and there was a lot of interest in it ahead of the Oscars, which is not necessarily always the case with this category. But also, of course, you've talked about this being as much a sound movie as a visual movie. So can you talk about that process, but also the reverence that you must have had to bring to how you chose sounds to replicate kind of these horrors that the family was drowning out? I mean, how you approached this task with that kind of historical reverence, and yet did this kind of awful yet compelling recreation.
Absolutely, yeah. We made two films. I worked on as production sound mixer, I worked on the film that we see. So I did the location recording of everything we see in the movie, which was basically a family story in a house, children in the garden, the dad taking his kids up the river on the canoe, filming actual sounds of an actual family living an actual lifestyle. And Johnnie then recorded film 2, which was the film that you hear, which he meticulously researched for a long time to make it as authentic as possible, didn't you?
I did, and for me it was about reading the script that Jonathan wrote like a year before production, and him saying to me, I'm going to come back in a year and a half's time, and I would have filmed this film, and by that time you will need to have become an expert on the sound of Auschwitz in 1943, and obviously with that came the responsibility of knowing that the film was going to be quite pivotally working upon how the sound design bore the narrative, but also, respect to the victims and the survivors in that period of time, and knowing that reading the witness testimony and understanding how to translate that period in time when there is no archival footage of audio recordings or anything. So it was absolutely about understanding how to, my goodness, there's a question. Play me the sound of this period of time. So that was the challenge, and as you say, treating it respectfully was immensely important.
We're now going to number 284 in the back of the room with 108 on deck.
Congratulations, Carlos Aguilar, RogerEbert.com. I wonder if you could talk about, what do you think is the takeaway from your film that's relevant to the ongoing conflicts that, we've had in the world today? Jonathan mentioned the ongoing situation in Gaza in his speech.
I think it's super important. I think, the film was conceived many years ago. Jonathan read the book, and so it was a long time ago after Under the Skin, the film that he made 10 years ago. But it's extraordinary and relevant that it is still relevant today. I think that hasn't gone unnoticed to any of the filmmakers. And yes, there are still many problems in the world that this film says. It doesn't say, look at those people, they were awful, how strange, how abhorrent that was. What the film says is how, they're so like me, this is so unusual, and that this was humans doing this to other humans. So that's almost quite a normal thing. So I think it's, for me, it's incredibly relevant, and I think it's super important that this message of this film and this little thing here means that so many more people are going to watch the movie, and that message about, let's treat people with respect and do things like ceasefire would be more important these days than ever.
It's a film, I think the message of the film is it's about we choose to build walls, and then sometimes we choose not to look over them. And I think that's a crucial part of what we have in this film.
Hi, over here, to your right.
Final question, yes, for number 108 on the right.
Hi, over here. Aaron Cooper, iHeart. Congratulations
Hi,
on your win. It sounds like both of you were capturing sound of two completely different types of movies,
Indeed.
Family film and a Holocaust horror, all using sound. What was it like rolling and participating in sound in Auschwitz specifically, a rare place to film movies, but also a place of actual history?
We, yeah, it weighed quite heavily on us. We knew exactly where we were. We were filming right next to the camp. And we were all there to do a job. We all did our jobs. We all knew what was right there, over a wall that we could see it every single day. We knew the meaning of the film that we were working on. There were days where the Polish crew even said to Jonathan Glazer, when are we going to shoot the real horror in this movie? Because we were shooting this kind of suburban family drama.
Who won?
Emma won.
Oh my God!
He did Poor Things.
Go, Emily! I'm so glad about that.
Congratulations, Emma.
And she would have been so pissed if I had won that, because we've had a lot of conversations. I did Poor Things as well, you see.
If you heard the joke he did in the acceptance speech, Emma made him do that joke, by the way.
She was like, you have to do the mum gag.
God, how are we going to get back to it?
Congratulations. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.